it.
The nuts and bolts of these defense cooperation deals have not yet come out. On the ICET thing, I read your article. My question, Samir, is on this level of cooperation. It needs a deep kind of trust, longevity of planning and things like that. There has to be all, like, your scientists, your researchers, your industry, everybody have to be on board. Are they on board?
I think when it comes to, if you're talking about tech transfers or tech partnerships or key issues like, for example, partnering on digital public infrastructure or 5G or semiconductors or jet engines, who is the single most important actor in these domains? The private sector. So the question here is the American private sector betting on India? And I think the answer is a loud yes. So I think the American private sector, for a number and variety of reasons, and I think that it could be, resilience, it could be China plus one, it could be de-risking itself from countries which might be problematic in the future. For a variety of reasons, I think the American private sector has taken a call on India. Now, does it mean that we have to do something dramatically different? No. But we need to implement better. And by the way, I think what we did with Apple in recent times may give us some sort of a framework, roadmap, a prototype to see how we can actually create substantial, significant, world-class manufacturing out of India. So I think we have to be nimble and alert. And as India, we need to now, in the next 10 years, keep grabbing opportunities. They are going to come knocking and we must keep the door open. I think our problem is, like the commentariat that is writing about the 20th century, even some of our bureaucracy is living in the 20th century. So the 21st opportunities need to be grabbed by a far more agile bureaucratic class. I think the political leadership is far more aware and in tune with what we could achieve in the days ahead. I think we need more agile institutions and both sides.
So one of the major issues will be visas. Indians have this, the backlog goes several years now.
Visas should not be seen as a allotment or a distribution of largesse. Visa should be seen as the most strategic bridge between the two countries. It is our people who have built this relationship. Boss, when our politics hated each other, when our geopolitics was different, it was the people in the two countries and the diaspora that kept us connected. We have a human bridge. That human bridge is a strategic bridge. We should see this as the pipeline that is literally the most significant one between our two. This is the energy pipeline. This is the equivalent of the energy pipeline that's flowing between us people. So Visa is not a distribution network. Visa is a strategic highway. And it allows, the human bridge allows us to do things that would have been improbable and impossible but for its existence. So my plea to leaders on both sides is to treat the flow of human capital between the two geographies as essential. It was built by them and it is going to be served by them. It is going to be grown by them.
Click here to watch the full episode.